AOD Stalker here, and we're going to be doing a disassemble on the 3rd gen Zeta Mags from Stark Pursuit, and we're going to go and jump into it. What half we're going to be working on is the left side. You can tell by no screw holes, like vice versa. So we're just going to put the screw holes on the side, and we're going to be working on this half right here. Now there are going to be 2 channels you're going to be working on, and you're going to have 2 of each component that's going to be working on each channel. First we're going to be working with this guy right here. Basically we're going to call that the hook and the follow release channel button. These 2 pieces we're going to be working on. It's going to be going in that channel just like that, hook downwards facing that way with the prongs, and then we're basically going to have the follower right on the bottom. You'll see this little open channel right here. It's going to sit right there on the back or the front of the hook, and that's how it's going to sit. Now it's going to be sitting right here in these 2 slots, this circle slot right here and this open channel right here for the follower. So we're going to go and slide that in. Get it right. Just going to sit right there like so. And we're going to be working with the ball detent for the mag and the back button. Again, you're going to have your ball detent at a 45-degree angle pointing upright to the front of the mag. And basically we're just going to have this button right there through the hole, like so. And it's going to be sitting in these 2 channels right here, kind of like just like the 7-rounder video I just showed you guys. These 2 channels. So 45, button in the back, and it's going to sit right there on the 2 channels. All right, we're going to go ahead and do the other side channel. And we'll work on the springs. The springs are a bit of pain, so I like to do them last. At least I'll have everything inside the channel, so all I have to do is throw in the spring itself. Alright, so we're going to go and work on this side. Best thing to do is get some needle nose pliers. They work best for this. Just put it right there inside the spring like so. Squish down. Now it's going to be on the back side of the ball detent. There's a flat surface with a groove right there to stop the spring from moving too far back. And on the top of the actual hook, there's a round detent or indention in it. The spring's basically going to sit on there on the back of the ball detent. So after you scrunch it up, you'll just slide it into place. Put your thumb over it just to make sure it doesn't shoot out, and just wiggle the needle nose pliers until it pops in. Sometimes it won't sit on the ball detent, so you might have to slide it over a little bit, like so. Make sure it's on there. It's not sitting on there. The springs will give a lot of tension to the actual the components in there. It will be a pain. Sometimes you can also turn the spring while it's attached to the hook and the ball detent, and sometimes it will stay, but I'm pretty lucky for having it to stay and not move and tension up on me and pop out. So after that, after you get both channels done, you have the 2 round washers. They're going to sit on the top of both channels right above the hook. So after you get that done, you'll just take your second half. Just be very gentle when sliding this on, because again, springs are still pushing out a lot of tension on the components in there, and they could possibly pop out. If you get one side aligned, the other side should align as well, and you'll have you don't have to completely lock them down. Then just to make sure that round washer you put in there, make sure it's flat and flush at the bottom of it. You can just slide your loading rod in there, pull all the way out, and we're just going to work on our springs. Pull down that ball detent. Start feeding it down in there. You take your head follower, stick it on the top of it. What I normally do, the easiest way to get it in there, you hold back the follower, get in there sideways, and just turn it, or just slide it in there diagonally. It will slide right into place. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Slide in our loading rod. Might have to put a little tension, you know, holding it down, just make sure the halves don't pop open on you. Again, just load it all the way down, make sure that's flushed. Take a look. There. Again, start with your spring. I guess it'd be easier this way, huh? It's on catching on to the follower or the ball detent. Again, the follower head, stick it right down the top of the spring. Hold down the, let me try to get it this end. Hold down the ball detent, going sideways, diagonally, and then just like turn it a little bit and it'll slide right in. And that's pretty much it, and then you just want to clamp down all your sides. Like so. Just to test it out. And whenever you actually get done with the two channels and you put the halves together, it's always good to make sure both detents work, because if they don't, more likely the spring popped out, or one of the rods that actually go into one of the slots of the channels, it might popped out. So always make sure your ball detents do retract from each other before completely putting on the halves. Just make sure that one loads, that one locks down, and they both release. Pretty simple for sometimes. Again, with them, the springs, they are a pain, so just give it a little time, play around with it, and always be very gentle going from one channel to another one, because it will be a pain after you get all that done, and before you can get the halves on, it pops off on you. So that's pretty much it. After that, you just put on your screws. Remember, you don't have to go crazy tight, just snug them, and you're good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you like the video, like it and subscribe. Thank you.